I'm back in the studio. It is a casual Friday. I'm KJ Ford, excited to cover what's going on in the sports world. We got a lot going on, man. We got LeBron James talking about the media and the face of the NBA and how he feels about that. Steph Curry dropped 56 points on the Magic last night. Also got some news in the NFL, some quarterback movement. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we get some news dropping here in the next hour or so while we're here in the studio. Hey, I'm happy to be back in the studio and talking some sports with y'all. We're going to dive straight into the hot topic of the day, the topic that everybody's buzzing about right now. We saw Stephen A. Smith just be on fire this morning, feeling attacked by the comments that were made by LeBron James last night. So the direct comment that was made, I don't want to mess this up, but when asked about being the face of the league in the NBA, after Ant's comments the other day where he said he doesn't really want to be the face of the league, they tried to pin that on him earlier. He wasn't really feeling that. LeBron said, and I quote, "Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis shit on everybody? Obviously, I didn't ask for it. I feel Ant. I understand. This is weird energy when it comes to that." So I listened to Stephen A. Smith this morning. Had Gilbert Arenas on the show. Had Wendy on the show. And there's somebody else. I think Ogumake was on the show as well. He pretty much blamed LeBron for, once again, he said this many times, but he said, yo, LeBron, you're the reason the NBA All-Star game is terrible. You're the reason the dunk contest is terrible. You're the reason the All-Star weekend is terrible. You are the reason that this load management stuff is going on, that players are getting paid and then basically saying, hey, I want to protect my future. And he's also attacking the people that have put the NBA, I don't want to say on the map, it's been on the map, but the people who have elevated the league. Now, there was a good point that I saw made this morning. Steven said, yo, all this money, everything y'all get is from the media. And the one thing that's different in today's time and in past time, it's not just journalists. It's not just the NBA insiders. It's not just Lakers reporters, NBA reporters. No, we have social media. We have trolls. We have all sorts of people with some sort of opinion that can go out into the world. I don't think you can really mix that talk into media, trolls, because I wouldn't say that the media just shits on the face of the NBA, whoever that is, and I think the NBA, the faces of the NBA get very good coverage. Obviously, there's things that could be better. We could cover the smaller market teams a little bit better than we do in the world. But I feel like that was a bit of a disrespectful shot at the media. And I don't see why you wouldn't want to be the face of the NBA. So I at the same time, I can kind of understand why, if you're a guy that likes to chill and you're not used to all the cameras, you're not a guy that you don't want your life in the spotlight all the time, which is perfectly fine, then yeah, you probably don't want to be the face of the NBA. We're seeing the face of the NBA kind of going towards a lot of these people that are overseas or that are from places overseas. Jokic, SGA. I know there's more. But the two main faces right now in the league, Jokic and SGA. I don't think the media shits on the faces of the NBA. And I'm a big time LeBron fan, obviously. Always have been. It's one of my favorite athletes ever. But to say that the energy is weird from the media, the people that promote the NBA, the people that grow the brand, at the end of the day, the NBA is nothing without the fans and the media.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And LeBron has pretty much influenced the younger generation to act like him. But guess what? Everybody is not LeBron. Everybody can't afford to be LeBron. Everybody can't afford to sit out when they want to. Everybody can't afford to do these things. So another thing that I saw was people kind of saying he hasn't been the greatest role model for the younger NBA players because they're taking after this we're not going to play 82 games. We're going to take care of our bodies. We're not going to play hard in the All-Star game. We're not going to do the dunk contest. It's kind of taken away from the stars being the faces of the league. They're saying LeBron is the man who's done that. Now, to that, I say, yo, Bron didn't wake up and say, I want to be, like, all y'all got to follow after me. Not everybody can afford to be LeBron James Jr. Not everybody can afford to be LeBron James Sr. When your name is LeBron James, you get to operate a little bit different in the National Basketball Association. Okay?
Yeah,
so I don't really like how people were saying that the young guys are following after him and all. Don't follow after that. If you can't afford to do that, don't do that. If you can't afford to sit out and load manage, then don't load manage. Obviously, he should do the right thing. And as a fan, I would love for him to be in the dunk contest and all that. But as a human being, if it was me personally, I'm going to say, bro, be who you can afford to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's
and Bron can afford to be the way he wanted. He can afford to do that.
Yeah.
He got the Sprite deals. He got the lifetime Nike deals.
Yeah.
All his homies is in position.
Yeah.
You know, he good. It wouldn't happen, but if Bron went broke tomorrow, he could make some phone calls and have $2 million in his bank account. Easy. Feel me? Not everybody can afford to be like this.
I sincerely get you.
It's a difficult situation. I don't know if this was the best thing for LeBron to say publicly, but hey, like I said, LeBron can be who he can afford to be. You can do what you want to do when you're in that situation. That's how things work. Moving along, Stephen Curry. Boy had 56 of them yesterday. And he hit a half-court shot. It was really like a full-court shot for real. 3/4, I think. But Curry, what's going on? Ever since they got Jimmy Butler. You remember what I said. I didn't think this team was going to be crazy. But ever since this team got Jimmy Butler, they've been looking great. I'm sitting here watching these highlights right now. It's crazy. They were down 0-9 to start the game. But ever since this team got Jimmy, the Warriors, they look scary. Draymond, he was on TNT talking about, we are going to win the championship. That's what Draymond Green said.
Well, at this point, yeah, I'm not surprised about whatever Steph does. Yeah.
I'm not surprised, but dog, have you seen he was really on one. The team was losing. He was like, yo, I don't got nothing to lose right now. He was on one. The halftime shot is what's crazy. We didn't need no backboard, no none of that. Straight cash, homie. Straight cash, homie. He hit 12 3-pointers in this ball game. 12 of them.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Steph. That was a good game.
He's a different breed, man. The greatest shooter of all time. This Warriors team, man. The West is crazy, Jordan. The West is crazy.
Bro.
The Rockets look good. The Mavs are going to be solid, especially once AD's healthy. The Lakers are good. The Warriors, they're looking solid ever since they got Jimmy Butler. Obviously, OKC, SGA, they've been dominating all year.
Yeah.
Who am I forgetting? If the Suns have Kevin Durant, you know, they just got to win a series. If they got to go win a series, I might, you know. The West is tough.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, the West has always been a tough conference, though. That's always been a tough conference. So
that's how it's always been, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like things coming back to the way they were before, you know. I have this strange feeling that Lakers gonna win the chip this season, and then it's gonna go back to the Lakers Celtics. You know.
Oh wow!
You get what I'm saying, right?
Oh wow! Really?
I just have a feeling if that happens, then that means we are back to the Lakers Celtics stuff. You know, the Lakers Celtics rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be cool.
I mean, that would be dope. That's good for the NBA.
With that, it means that we're gonna be getting old fans like OGs, you know, coming back and wanting to watch the game, because last season was Celtics, this season is Lakers. It's gonna be crazy. Like, oh yeah, we're back to the rivalry again now. It's Lakers and Celtics.
And the Celtics are up in the series right now, right? By 1 or 2?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
For championships, they're up, right? When they won. So the Lakers are. Yeah, you might be on to something, Jordan.
I'm just thinking about it. Like, it's possible, bro.
They say anything's possible.
I mean, the Celtics are second in the conference, while the Cavs are first in the conference.
Yeah, the Cavs are nice, man. They're nice.
They're nice.
Donovan Mitchell finally got some help. Finally got some help, man. You don't got to play with Rudy Gobert. He got some help. He got some real big men that can actually play basketball and dominate in the paint. Jared Allen holding it down consistently. Mobley, you know, that team is really stacked.
Yeah.
You know, that team is really
solid,
stacked.
man.
And him and Rudy, they just didn't get along. So obviously it wasn't going to work. They weren't friends. They didn't like each other. The only time they talked to each other was in the facility.
Yeah. And I also like the combo between Donovan and Garland, Darius. That's really good.
Darius Garland's a killer. I really wish Colin Sexton would have been able to stay there, but I understood when they had to ship him to Utah for it all to work out. But if Colin Sexton was on that team, the young bull. If the young bull was on that Cavs team, playing defense, guarding everybody's best point guard, oh my goodness, that boy would be killing. But I mean, he's still killing with the Jazz. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing over there. But it's Utah, so you know. There's only so much you can do in the situation.
I mean, if he keeps playing the way he's playing, he's probably going to be shipped out of there in no time.
Out of Utah?
I mean, is it not possible?
I mean, anything's possible.
Bro, anything is possible. Come on, whoever knows Luka's going to go to Lakers.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what makes you say anything is possible. But I don't know if he'll leave anytime soon. I don't know if they'll get him out. Because they can kind of grow the team around him right now, you know what I mean?
So they try to make him like the franchise player for the team,
in a way, I don't think Colin is necessarily your
franchise player.
Yeah, because he's a true point guard in the NBA.
Okay,
you know what I mean? He's a true point guard. He plays. He's a lockdown defender. He's a facilitator. He's not a guy that's gonna go get you 25 every night. He can, but it's not. If you're relying on Colin Sexton to score 20 to 30 every night, then your team's gonna be losing. What's the Jazz record?
We don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Because right now, we know where they are on the table right now. So on the standings, nah.
Exactly.
So we don't want to go there, bro.
Exactly.
Looking at this Western Conference standing, man, Lakers have four straight wins now. I'm so happy about my team. I don't know whatever anyone is saying, but Lakers right now, we're kicking it.
Well, remember we talked about this a while ago. They have a really easy schedule right now.
I really want
playing a bunch of chumps. They gotta win these games.
So I got a question for you though. So you think because I'm looking at the table right now, you think
Sorry, not to cut you off. I did just say they're playing a bunch of chumps. I understand that they did just beat the Timberwolves, but Anthony Edwards got ejected in the game, all that stuff. But at the same time, their schedule right now it's been pretty easy over this 4-game win streak. Please continue what you're saying. Anthony Edwards ain't no chump. All right.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Ant is one of my favorite players. So, man, if you're backing him up, yeah. But doing it against my team, I don't know about that. So, I was gonna ask you. So, do you think the Golden State are gonna make the playoff? I mean, they're on the 7. They're on the 7, like right now in the standings.
Ooh. You think Golden State's gonna go to the playoffs, but I gotta take back what I just said. They've gotten over the stretch. They're beating some good teams.
Because I was looking at
you. They beat the Timberwolves. They beat the Mavs. Well, the only thing is with the Mavs, they're kind of down.
Because they don't have AD.
Yeah, they were just playing Kyrie,
bro. Before AD
and vintage Klay Thompson.
What you talking about? What you talking about? Kyrie dropped 35.
Yeah.
So what they played their A game. They were on the
They
Mavs.
lost.
Hmm?
They only scored 99 points.
Because we beat them.
They only scored 99
Because
points.
the Lakers beat them.
They only scored 99 points.
It's meant to happen.
They played a depleted Mavs team. They played a Anthony Edwards-less Timberwolves team. They played a good Nuggets team in BTA. They played a decent Trailblazers team. They lost to the Hornets. They lost to the Jazz. You know, I'm not hating. I told you, I'm rocking with the Lakers.
They lost.
If it wasn't for the Rockets, I'd be a Lakers fan.
Yeah, I get it. The one we had with the Jazz is, I'm not really cool about that. Though. Listen to the Jazz is, you know.
Yeah, but now it's the battle for LA, back to back. Got the Clippers today. It's gonna be a good one, and then turn around, play them again on Sunday. That's gonna be another good one. So I mean, James Harden, he's hooping right now. He looking like vintage H-Town James Harden.
I'm not scared of James.
Huh?
I'm not scared of James. I got my own James. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we know what James Harden does in the regular season versus LeBron James. He's been doing this for years. Kill it. Kill it.
Nah, I got Luka. I got Luka. So what you gonna say?
Luka magic is real, man.
I've always been seeing it doing it. I'm seeing him doing it for the Mavs, but now doing it for the Lakers is it's great. Yeah. Thank you, Luka.
Transitioning a little bit into the National Football League. We're gonna cover a little bit about Mathew Stafford. The Rams are set to meet with Mathew Stafford about his future in LA on Friday today. I'm interested to see how this goes. This is going to determine a lot about the future in the quarterback market of the NFL. You got guys like Aaron Rodgers. You got the draft, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. This is going to dictate where Aaron goes, where Russell Wilson goes. What do the Steelers do with Justin Fields? This is going to shake up the market. Depending on what Mathew Stafford does, they're saying that it's possible we get some results at some point today. We figure out what the next move is. Kind of gets the opportunity to test out the market, see what other teams are saying. If Mathew Stafford stays in LA, then we have to see where Aaron goes in order for us to see what's going to happen in the draft with the Raiders and all these type of places. But we've heard Aaron report that he wouldn't mind going to L.A. If Mathew Stafford leaves. That would be a decent fit for him in L.A. They would be able to get him at a decent price. Okay. A lot of things are going to be dictated by this move with Mathew Stafford and the Rams. I'm interested to see what happens. I want to know what all the next moves are going to be. I know I'm really anxious right now. We know right now they're saying Cam Ward is going to go first and Shedeur might go as the second quarterback taken off the board. It could be vice versa. I'm really interested to see how this all works out in this quarterback situation in the National Football League, man. It's a lot of talent. Yeah. A lot of older veteran quarterbacks kind of dictating the free agent market right now, which is not something that we're kind of used to seeing. We're used to seeing, younger guys and the future. But right now we're talking about guys that are only going to be around on a squad for 1, 2, 3 years tops. So this is a unique situation. It is. This is a really cool situation. I like to see this. Mathew Stafford getting the opportunity to get paid. He's 37 years old. He's going to get the chance to get paid one more time for another 2-3 years. Aaron Rodgers, we've seen him have some lackluster seasons. Everything has been terrible since he went down with injury with his time on the Jets. He'll get an opportunity to go somewhere and ball. We know his time with the Jets is over, but will he go to Vegas? If Mathew moves, does he go to the Rams? Does he go to Cleveland? Does he? I don't know. This is a really, really unique situation, like I said. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. The Raiders and Mathew Stafford have found common ground on a new contract, according to NBC. Rams gave Stafford permission to talk to the Raiders about a trade and a new contract. And they've had good conversations. So if Matthew Stafford goes to the Raiders, then what happens to Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah.
Does another team trade their draft pick to move up in the draft and go get Shedeur? That shakes up the whole game. Do the Titans get Cam Ward? Does Aaron go to the Titans?
We don't know. We can't wait to find out what's going to happen.
Rashini's saying that the Rams are looking to offer Matthew Stafford a 1-year deal around $40 million. That's decent bread. That's solid. That's solid. That's a solid deal.
I mean,
especially at this day, in this day and age, that's a solid deal.
yeah.
They're saying Aaron Rodgers kind of wants to be a Giant. Does that shake things up? Him and Malik Neighbors. They're saying Aaron Rodgers is predicted to sign with a surprising NFC team. This is crazy.
Yep.
This is insane. Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old, man. These are the people that are moving the market right now. 37-year-old quarterback, 41-year-old quarterback. Hey, it's the National Football League. I told you, man, the offseason, it's full of a whole lot of what ifs and what is this and what's going to happen. You never know, man. It's cool to see, though. I like the OGs setting the market. Yeah, that's what's cool to me.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, you see, this is what you get when the OGs are still, you know, putting in the work. You know, you can still see how good they are, and then teams still want to trade for them, even at that age and level. And then you see the younger guys coming in. They are also, gonna be like the future of the league. So, of course, you get this kind of stuff. You get this. It's just like the way we have Lebron James in the NBA right now, and then whichever player is coming into the Lakers to play as a small forward or a power forward. They could regulate the time for LeBron, but at the same time, you can't just sit him on the bench. You have to either he's playing, or you let him leave the team.
Yeah, you have to put LeBron on the court.
You either let LeBron play or he leaves the team. You get what I'm saying? So no matter which player you draft, it's LeBron we're talking about. So it's
I know Jordan Love is recruiting Devontae Adams to come back to Green Bay. That could be crazy. We see Green Bay was a few plays away from making a run this year. So the NFL is getting spicy, man.
Yeah.
Really the free agency market is starting to take off in the NFL. We've seen it go crazy in the NBA. We've seen it be an insane thing in the MLB. It would be kind of cool to really see the free agency market start to pop in the NFL. But we know things are a little bit different with contracts and the way everything is. The money ain't guaranteed the way it is in the NBA and the MLB. The price high, you get that guaranteed cheese. The NFL work a little bit different, so things might not always work out like that. But hey, I'm here for it. 41-year-old quarterback setting the market. A 37-year-old quarterback setting the market, being the lead of talks right now. Devontae Adams, an OG 32-year-old receiver. These are the people that we're talking about right now in the market.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel is requesting a trade. Like, that's the things that I would be expecting to talk about, guys like Deebo. But I feel like the world has kind of forgotten that Deebo has said, "Yo, I'm out of here. I'm not a Niner no more. I'm done. I'm done." Which we've seen for the past 2 years. Him in the front office kind of butted heads. We knew the time was coming to an end. I said before the season, if they didn't win the Super Bowl this year, or at least get there again, then it was over. Because we've seen him have a lot of trouble with the front office, and not bad for him, but just disagreements and things that we knew eventually we're gonna really take over as an issue. But the NFL market is crazy right now. The need for quarterbacks. It's the most important position on the field. We know this. But the need for quarterbacks right now is crazy. We got some young guys, like Jordan said. We got young guys coming up in the game right now.
Right now.
Shador, Cam, Quinn, Jalen, Dart. There's so many people. Then you got the OGs, Mathew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. This next season might be a little spicy. We might see a little something. I like this. It's gonna be it might be a OG versus youngin type of thing next season. So that'll wrap up our NFL talk. We will look ahead now at some college basketball games that are taking place this weekend. We're gonna do this one off the hip. Haven't really looked. I don't have my notes like usual. I'm still liking my prediction of Auburn to win the tournament. We'll update that next week. When we get back in the studio next week, we'll update that.
Yeah.
We got some big stuff cooked up for next week, Jordan. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Some cool stuff going on.
Ooh,
I think we got the dopest student manager in the nation.
Really?
Yeah, I think he go join the show.
Okay.
Yeah. The dopest student manager in the nation. All right.
Okay.
He went viral the other day rapping that little foe. I don't know if you've seen the video over there at McNeese. I don't know if you saw the video.
I haven't seen that yet.
You could probably find it right now, but the guy at McNeese, man, yeah, he's cold, man. He say when it come to mopping the floor and putting out chairs and all that, he say he like Wilt Chamberlain or something.
He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT when it comes to that. Amir Khan,
yeah. You know, I was a student manager last year for the basketball team.
Yeah. I don't know if you was doing it like Amir Khan.
I could tell you, I wasn't even doing it as close as he was, man.
Yeah, the homie
but I mean, I was getting my job done. But no, I'm not a GOAT.
Amir, he had the love for a lot. I said, yeah. We rocking with Amir because Amir rocking with us. But he should be on the show next week as long as schedule's still aligned, right? As of right now, sitting about Tuesday. You know, we're going out of town next week, so I'm gonna be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I'm leaving on Thursday night or Friday morning. Go out of town, and then man, we got a packed March, Jordan. It's a packed March, dog. I'm gonna be out of town a lot, but yeah, we're still gonna bring good content. We're going to bring the show on the road a little bit. Change some stuff up for you.
You know how it is.
It's a lot of changes going on, not just in the NFL and in the NBA, but also around here.
Around here, yeah.
A lot of exciting news. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. But we're going to get to these college games. More so, I mean, we can kind of glance through Friday's games. I didn't really see anything today that
today's
stood out
just
to
one
me.
game, just UCLA and Purdue today.
No, there's a lot of games. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So right now we have UNLV and Nevada playing tonight on FS1. I kind of like that game. UNLV looking solid this year. Nevada also a decent program. I mean Nevada's favored right now, -1.5. I mean that's probably the most interesting game, I guess, of today. I like Iowa and Northwestern play today as well. Northwestern's favored, -4.5. Northwestern, solid program at home. That's an interesting game as well. I can't give a pick to either one of those games because they don't really mean nothing to me, with all due respect. But go you, in you. We got love for Northwestern. But moving on to Saturday. We got some good games, man. Obviously, it's a Saturday. In March. It's the first day of March. So things heating up. All right, everything means something now. March 1st, Saturday. Come on now.
Whoa.
Things is getting serious. We're almost at the conference tournaments. Things are about to pop off. Teams are fighting for that seeding to make a run and put themselves in the March Madness bracket. Okay, so opening the day, we got Clemson and Virginia. Clemson 13 seed right now. They're looking really good this year. They're hot at the right time, which we talk about a lot on the show. You want to get going at the right time, heading into March, the end of February. If that's when you're flowing, hey, I'm going to ride high on that team. So, Clemson playing a Virginia squad that's not had a lot of success this season. We've seen a lot of change from them over the past few months, losing their coach and just all sorts of stuff, man. Virginia's definitely in a rebuilding process, you could say, but it's college basketball. You never know what could happen, but the lines aren't out. But I'm going to take Clemson to win this game in dominating fashion.
Okay.
We see some other games here. The big game in the SEC of the day, Kentucky versus Auburn. Kentucky has been depleted this year. Injuries, whether it be Carr, Butler, and Robinson. They've just been down tremendously in this year. Auburn's looked really good, though.
Yeah.
Johnny Broome and the guys on their squad, they have played extremely well this year. They're very well coached, and they've been really consistent. Auburn is, like I said, my favorite to win the tournament in March, so I'm expecting a big day from them today, or tomorrow, actually, excuse me. When they go to Lexington, Kentucky, to play Kentucky. I'm expecting a big day from Auburn. They really should dominate this game. I don't know exactly who all is healthy and just how healthy everybody is for Kentucky. So I'm liking Auburn to dominate in this game. Once again, there's no lines for this one, but I'm sure it'll be with them on the road. If I had to guess, I could probably find some other alternate lines, but if I had to guess on this game, I would say that Auburn is probably going to be favored by 3.5 or 4.5. At the lowest, it'd be 2.5. So, yeah, I would like all of those. I'm not gonna lie if I was placing that money on Auburn. And then later on in the day, about an hour later, we're gonna see Texas Tech play against Kansas. Tech is riding hot right now. They're a top 10 team in the country. Kansas has fallen out of the rankings with their inconsistent play. This game is going to be in Lawrence, Kansas, which kind of gives some help to Bill Self and KJ and that whole squad. But this Texas Tech team is just too doggone good. JT Toppin, Williams, Federico. This team is just too good. I like this Tech team to control this game, win this game. We know Kansas can get hot. They got the right type of players, Hunter Dickinson. They got talent. They're well coached. But this team just seems different. They don't seem like they're going to have a lot of success as we wrap up the season. So that's that. We can kind of move down in the day. There's Alabama and Tennessee play. Now that'll be a big game at 2 p.m. Alabama has kind of struggled over these recent weeks, and Tennessee hasn't been that consistent throughout the season. Tennessee does have one of the best players in the country in Chaz Lanier, and they also have a great guard with Z. This Alabama team, now we refer to them as one of the best in the country. Actually, I have them facing Auburn in the championship game in the Final Four. This Bama team all season has been a top 3 team in the country. This Tennessee team has not been very consistent. They're a team that can score 90 points, or they're a team that can score 45, 50 points. It's all about how they shoot. They defend pretty well. They consistently defend. They rebound decently. It's just, can they put the ball in the bucket or not? They rely on their playmakers. They rely on their guys to beat one-on-one defenders. It's not really much of a motion system, if that makes sense. It's more so, hey, we got to go get a bucket. And when they're on, this Tennessee team is one of the best in the country. But when they're off, oh my goodness, it's really ugly. It is. So this Alabama team, I got to rock with them. Like I said, they're one of the best teams in the country, if you ask me. So is Tennessee, of course, and we know the SEC is tough. But this game is going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee, so they're probably going to have Tennessee favored in this one. I'm sure it'll be 1.5. I'm going to take the Alabama Crimson Tide in this one. Roll Tide. Even if they're underdogs, I just see them having success in this big-time SEC matchup. I got to rock with Alabama on the road in this game. I'm sure it'll be a 1.5, maybe 2.5 point spread for Tennessee. But I'm going to rock with Alabama in this game. As you move down in the day, I kind of, not really anything crazy after that Alabama game. Florida and Texas A&M will play. That's a big SEC game, but Wade Taylor ain't been showing up. But at the same time, this Florida team is coming off of a tough L. They haven't been as consistent as I'm sure they would like to be as well. But with Florida at home and A&M going on the road, I'm sure Florida having their elite playmakers and, being able to win inside in the paint. I like Florida in this one. They're probably going to be favored by 2.5, maybe 3 points, especially off of A&M, really struggling last game. So I'm going to take Florida in this game versus Texas A&M at 6:30 on SEC Network. This game is in Florida. I got to rock with the Gators on this one. Following that game, not following, but 30 minutes later, Iowa State and Arizona will play. I actually like Arizona to win this game. I don't have to think too much about that. This Iowa State team has looked, they're another team that's been shaky. And so is Arizona, of course. But when Arizona's hitting shots and when Arizona's playing team ball, when they're playing well, like we said with AJ on the show, they play really good for 35 minutes. And I think right now is the chance for them to really get going. It's March 1st in this game. This is the moment. This is the time. This is when you want to start developing that real momentum as you get ready for the Big 12 tournament in March Madness. Give me Arizona on the road. I know they're going to be underdogs in this one. Iowa State is the number 9 team in the country. Arizona is the number 22 team in the country. I'm sure it'll be a 2.5 point spread if I had to guess. Maybe 1.5. But I'm going to take Arizona to win this ball game on the road. And that'll wrap up the big-time games for tomorrow. So we've had a pretty nice day here in the studio. We got a chance to talk about LeBron and how he's feeling about the media and being the face of the NBA and how he feels the younger generation should move about that, talking about Anthony Edwards. We also discussed Stephen Curry and how he got to ball out last night. He had a vintage Curry night. And I say vintage, but he still do this on the regular, okay? But we used to see this very often. Mm-hmm. But he got back in his bag for real last night. Little opportunity to talk about this pigskin right here and the whole quarterback situation, man. It's a lot of quarterbacks. We don't know what's going to happen. Like you said, the NFL offseason is crazy. And we don't know how it's going to shape until it shapes.
Until it shapes. And we can't wait for it to shape.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Yeah, we got some college basketball picks in there. It's a good casual Friday.
Yeah.
Can't be mad. It's good casual Friday, man. I got a busy day today. I got to call a doggone baseball game later. Dog, I didn't go to sleep till like 2:30 in the morning, bro.
For real?
Man, the ENMU basketball.
Oh yeah.
I traveled to West Texas to cover the game with KNW News, and man, the girls' game. A lot of foul calls.
I heard against the girls' game was really tough. Was big. Was a big one, right?
Oh, it was a big game, but I'm saying there was a lot of foul calls and there was a lot of stoppage in play, ejection, and so that game took like 2 hours. And
God.
Yeah, the girls' game took like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So the guys didn't start until 7:50. The guys' game usually starts in these situations at 7.
That's 7. Yeah.
Yes, the guys' game didn't start until 7:50.
Oh my goodness.
And it didn't. And then it went to double overtime.
Yeah, it went to overtime.
It went to double overtime.
That's. I mean, the game between West Texas and Eastern has always, the enemy has always been, that's always been a, tough one, like big rivalry between the two of them. Last season also was the same because I was the student manager for ENMU last season, so it was tough also. So I can see that in probably the next season or during the LSC conference. I have big faith in the boys in the men's basketball team.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there for that one in Frisco, Texas. Should be a pretty good weekend of basketball. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a nice March for me, man. It's a whole lot of basketball going on. Dog.
We should get Mario on this show.
Yeah.
We should get Mario on this show.
Yeah, I gotta tap in with my guy. Mm-hmm. I know I'm gonna do some work with my guy whenever we're traveling when we're out there at Frisco as they prepare for the LSC.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hopefully get to chop it up with them a little bit out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but it's crazy, dog. The game went to double overtime.
It is.
I didn't leave the station. We had to drive back here from West Texas. I didn't leave the station until like 12:30. And then I didn't get to go to sleep till like 2. Pretty much did that the other day as well. It was some high school game. Went to Carlsbad. So
Yeah.
that's the second time this week I was in the doggone news station the next day.
A lot of calls going on in for you, man. A lot of game calls going on, man. You need to. I mean, I know you.
No, I wasn't even calling that. I was just there with the camera and the stuff for K&W.
Oh, really?
Like, just saw my journalists, my journalist hat on.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a fun time too. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fun time.
Oh yeah, I definitely enjoy it, especially being a sports anchor for PBS K&W. It's a cool experience and all that. You get to do some different things and travel and watch some games.
Yeah, all these experience does
working
count.
with Prep Hoops is cool, so all of it's pretty cool. It's a good experience. I definitely enjoy my time with it. It's been a really good time doing it. I got some more time to continue to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make the most of it for sure.
As you should.
Most definitely. Well, it's been a really good day in the studio. It's been a great day in the studio. Kicking it. Having a good time. Chopping up with the fam. Hey, I will see you all next time. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that button. Lock in. Come on now. I appreciate you. KJ Ford, signing out.